An interesting thing about where we live, 7,107 islands and different regions and different tribes and different histories, and then the rainforest is cut down and so forth. And each region has its particular species that is native to that particular region, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will not or has not grown in other places. And in Bicol, the Pili nut, which is a magnificent nut, that's for another time, grows. And the Bicol region is the typhoon belt, so lots of wind. And the Pili is very strong. The Pili nut tree is very strong. It sends its roots down, and if they hit a rock or a big boulder, they will go around that boulder until they find soil, and then they go down again, and they hold on. They're very, very strong in the winds, against the winds, and so forth. And so I decided to bring Pili here, and my goodness, the opposition we got, and I got a lot of negative responses. It won't grow here. Sir, it won't grow. It won't grow, sir. And so we got several hundred Pili nuts. After receiving so much negative, it wouldn't grow here, we brought a bunch of seeds, almost half a caban of seeds, to San Jose, and we germinated them. And they grew really well. They germinated, but we did have about a 50% loss and so forth. So then when we moved here 4 years ago, we got some more, and instead of germinating them and keeping them in the nursery, we immediately germinated them and then immediately planted them. And here's one row of about 35 Pili trees. And they're growing beautiful. And yes, we've had about a 50% mortality rate, which when you're growing trees, when you're reforesting, 50% is good. That's a good rate. The thing about reforestation is that you have to go back. You have to plant, you have to grow. The ones that die, you have to replace. And this goes on for 3 to 4 years. And after that, the trees are on their own. Look, this is a 4-year-old, 3.5 going on 4-year-old tree. Is going on 4 years old. From time of germination. It didn't spend a year in the nursery. Boom, germination, planting, and here it is, 4 years later, almost, going on 4. We have some that are this high, and this is one of the large ones. Here's another, and we've got a total of about 30 along here. And we planted close to 60, so we've lost several. But you can see we've had to cut the weeds. This is out here during the dry season. We have to come and water these 1 to 3 times a week. And the ones that we lost to lack of water. So once again, I want to say it's easy to plant when you're reforesting. The difficult part is making the trees grow. For instance, our property line is right here. This is our property, and next door is the neighbor's property. And right here we have mahogany. And we planted mahogany along the whole line here, and we have almost 100% growth rate on our mahogany. Mahogany is very easy to grow.